Hello and welcome to Buildings of Tomorrow. My name is John Lester, and in this episode we'll be talking about people productivity and the effect that health and wellbeing has on that productivity. I'm joined today by Franziska Dolak, an Innovation Manager at Siemens Smart Infrastructure. Franziska, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
People productivity is something that we've talked about before. What does the physical health and well-being of a person have an effect on that productivity?
Yes, so that was the first dimension of productivity we've identified. And when we talk about physical health and well-being, if you look at the office environment, there are several factors that contribute towards that. So first is obviously the physical space that you're in, but also all those environmental factors. Could be light, could be noise, could be the air quality and temperature, of course. And we found there's lots of factors that, especially in this aspect where the building context and the office domain is changing so much, where many companies are moving into those really open space environments where people don't have a fixed desk anymore, those factors become an even more important part that they're playing in this whole ecosystem, really influencing my personal perception and my personal feeling of my own well-being.
Some of the things that you mentioned, the air quality, the light, it's something that we probably don't focus on a lot until it's wrong. So you want to see this consistency, correct?
I think that is one piece, but I think if you look, I don't know how it is for you personally, but usually let's take the example of temperature, right? So if you're feeling too hot or too cold, usually what you can do is maybe open the window. If you're lucky, you even have like a heating knob where you can turn up the heating if you're feeling too cold. But generally speaking, I think the problem in this environment is that I, as a person, I have no control, really no agency about my environment. Yeah. I'm totally lost, right? I'm here and I can feel something that's going on. I just maybe can't focus, and right, that could be temperature, it could be light, it could be whatever. Yeah. Or I just can't be creative, so I'm not getting to those ideas. I have a problem I want to solve. So I have this very subconscious feeling, yes, something is not right, but I really have no way of actually, reacting towards that.
It's difficult to pinpoint what's causing this feeling. And as we change our approach to working environments and we go to these open plan offices and these huge spaces and more flexible spaces, this is even more difficult to have a control over, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It's super, super tough.
So we're getting a better understanding of the effect that it has, but it also is more difficult for us to control. And all of these variables that you talk about, this is actually something that the building delivers.
Yes, the building can really play a moderating factor in that. And internally we've talked a lot about, right, technology, but I think for me it's really people first. And I think at any point in time where we can create an outstanding experience for people, we're doing a good job. And then the question arose, how can we use technology as an enabler of actually creating an environment that I feel I can take ownership of? I can be here, it can adapt to me, and not just see me as one of several persons where 21 degrees temperature is just perfect for everyone, right? Yeah. It has to be perfect for you, for me, whether or not we've slept well, we're tired, whether or not we're sick, whether or not the sun is shining outside or it's raining. And so we really thought about how can we use and leverage technology as an enabler to really give this feeling of agency back to people.
And to do that, you have to be able to listen to people in real time and make that connection.
Yes. 100%, right? And it's really about the individual and really going away from considering me to be a neutral entity, but really me, myself, with my motivations, my perceptions and my feelings.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us here on Buildings of Tomorrow. Please comment, like, or share this episode, and also subscribe to us here on this channel. We'll see you again soon.